Hi everyone. Hi, I'm Carla. I want to do this video today because I just realized I haven't done videos in very long time. I don't have no reason for it. I just did it. I like to do things when I'm inspired. I feel inspired. I feel called. Maybe I haven't feel called lately. I don't know. I just came back from an amazing holidays in Portugal, sunny Portugal, in the Algarve. And I have been going through major clearing in my life, releasing lots of stuff, lots of energy, the old energy. It's not here anymore, and stuff, you always have old stuff and patterns, etc., that will come up, and eventually, and you just have to release them. This is a journey where certain stages you have to do that, and I just had a major clearing, especially with the full moon last week. And I just came back from holidays, and today, this morning, I just cleared my house with sage, all the rooms, everywhere. So it feels lighter, my house feels lighter, I feel lighter, it feels clearer, just got rid of old stuff, old energies that were here. So maybe that's why I'm doing the video today, because I just felt inspired to do so. And I also went for a walk this morning. I like to start most of my days with a walk around nature. It just really, if you follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of of stuff when I am doing my walks around nature. My Instagram stories, photos, etc., videos, because it's something that it grounds me. The connection with nature is very important to me. It grounds me. It makes me feel in alignment. It makes me feel connected with myself, with everything. It makes my creative juices flow. I have lots of ideas for myself, for my business, etc. when I am doing these walks. And it's just lovely. It's just a good type of exercise that I enjoy. I don't like exhausting exercise anymore in my life. I like to be in movement, but not exhausting myself. So walking, it's a very good thing because it just balances your hormones, balances everything, basically, especially around nature. If you are an empath, you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so I was thinking about the topic of this video today when I was going through that walk, and thinking about, because when you are surrounded with nature, it's so easy to feel connected with abundance, because nature is it's abundance. You have abundance everywhere, abundance of of vegetation, of trees, of birds, of water, flowers, everything, and so it makes you feel that connection. It makes you feel like it's your natural state. It's a being abundant, because very often we tend to connect the word abundance and prosperity with money, but it's not just money. It's everything. It's an energy. It's a state of mind that includes many other things. Money is just one of them. So when you are surrounded with this beautiful, gorgeous nature, you feel that energy, that energy of abundance. And that's the same energy as manifesting money. It's the same energy. It's not anything different, because it's your natural state. It's you are connecting with your natural state. So I was thinking about that. I was thinking that creating the life of your dreams and living your best life, it has to do a lot with abundance. It has to do a lot with returning to that natural state, because so often in our lives, me included, we tend to grow up in believing that money, it's not a renewable energy. It's in the place of lack and scarcity, etc. And I tend to believe that's the reality. That's what everyone is going through, blah blah blah, etc. And because maybe that was the reality of your parents, maybe that was the reality of your friends, etc. So you tend to believe that is the reality. So when you stay in that mindset of lack and scarcity, and you live your life from that, it's kind of hard to imagine anything else, right? So for example, years ago, my normal years ago was to be in debt, was to have debts, was to have credit cards to pay. That was my normal. And that was my normal because I thought that was normal, actually, because I had people around me that were living in that reality. So to me, and that was reality. That's what I grew up with, not having enough money, and have then gaining debts to have what you want, and etc. That was the reality that I was buying into. But of course, it never felt good, because it felt always felt like suffocated. I felt always contracting, because it never felt good. Of course, it was not my truth. It was just some beliefs and some mindset that I was buying into, but it was not my truth. But I thought it was at the time. So I thought that was, although it didn't feel good, but I thought it was normal. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this, because that's how we grew up with. And so when I've been having like this major growth and journey, spiritual journey in my life. And when I always knew that there's more to life than that. There's more to life than paying debts, having a job and pay debts to have what you want. It's like you don't have to sacrifice your health and your well-being to have the things you want. There's have to have more. That more life needs to be more than that. I'm sure there's a way where you can have all the things you want and just feel good, right? You don't have to live like. Of course, we live in a world of duality, of good and bad, but it's not to have something good. You don't have to feel bad at the same time. You know what I mean? And that happens. When that happens, it's because we are not living from our truth. There's something missing, right? We're not connecting with ourselves. We're just buying beliefs from others and living life as we think it's what the reality is, blah blah blah, etc. But then I think it comes to a point, and that's also why you're here and watching this video, is that you want more, and you start like waking up to the realization that you are the creator of your life, that you can create your reality. And it just because you lived so how many years in debt or believing life is the way it used to be, that doesn't mean that you cannot change it, right? Because that's the beauty of life. I think it's that you can change it anytime. It's like just like this, because it's a decision. It's a decision you make. It doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter if you're 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 60. It doesn't fucking matter, really. What matters is that when you wake up to that realization that you can create the life you want, there's no turning back, really, because it's like the veil is lifted, right? So when you wake up to that realization, you start to connect with yourself, with who you are. It's like you start realizing the bullshit that you've been buying into for so many years, and you start realizing that, wow, this is why it feels bad. Being in debt feels bad because it's not my truth, right? It's not who I am, right? And it's just some kind of bullshit that I've been living in, but I don't want to live that anymore. I deserve to live a happy life, and I deserve it just because I'm in this world, not because I have done this or that, but because I just am. I'm just here in this world. So it's your what's the expression? It's your birthright. Just by being here, you deserve that. And then you start to realize that you want to let go of old beliefs, those limiting beliefs. That thing about being, like, for example, being in debt, like it's normal. You start realizing, no, it's not normal. it is not. What is normal is being in a state of abundance and being in a state of joy. That's and feeling good. That's the normal. That's for everyone. That's the normal. So, and that's what I've done. That has been my journey. Because I think sometimes when you think about the things we want, the things we desire, and creating and living the life of our dreams and what we want, we tend to think a lot about, the traveling to amazing places and the big house and I want and the amazing car and the amazing business, etc., etc. But that's all external, right? Sometimes we tend to focus too much on the external, but it all starts here. It all starts with our mindset. And of course, this is not something that changes like this. It's something that takes time, and because it's a journey. That's why my website is called The Journey Back to Self, because it is a journey. It is never-ending journey. This is not something that, yay, I'm gonna go to a place where I'm perfect and I'll be completely 100% happy and so. No, it's like, this is not about the destination. This is about the journey, and it's about enjoying the journey. And it requires like small steps. We need to work with what we've got at any given time, right? And for example, for me, the way that I've started to let go of the debts and the credit cards to pay and etc., because at that time I was so focused on I can see with my third eye, that I can envision everything that I want, the lifestyle that I want, everything that I want to have in my life. And I was focusing so much on that. I was getting very anxious. I just want to get there. I just want to be there. I just want to have everything. And I was getting very anxious. But then I realized, wow, I have to come down, into the earth, into this 3D existence, and I have to work with what I've got. And the way I've done it, it's to focus on what am I doing now to have these depths, to be in these depths. What is my behavior? What is my patterns of behavior? What are my beliefs? And for example, one thing that I was doing at the time, I remember this very well, I was ignoring. I had some debts, I had some credit cards to pay, and I was just ignoring it. And I decided, no, if I want to get rid of this, I cannot ignore it, right? So I have to take responsibility. Before I manifest other things, I have to take responsibility for my life as it is now. So I cannot ignore this anymore. I've started get on the phone, call the credit card companies, call the banks, call whatever it is, and it was so easy to do this. But by the time I made this decision, it's like the universe opens doors for you, and it just things that seem, oh my God, how am I going to pay this, etc. It was so easy to negotiate. It was so easy to end up paying everything. And I just found amazing people that were able to help me, etc. Because but first I had to make that decision myself. I had to make the change in my mindset from ignoring to take responsibility, right? And I have to have fun with it. It's like, wow, I'm getting rid of my debts. I am telling the universe, I want to be happy, and I'm not happy with this debt, so I want to get rid of it. I want to be responsible. I want to pay it, because I know that every time I'm paying a credit card, I'm opening space for the universe to give me other things back to me, right? Because money is a renewable energy, and the more you spend, the more you pay your debts, the more you pay your bills, etc., from an aligned place. Because to me, getting rid of those debts, it's alignment. It's aligning with who I am. So I was paying that from an aligned energy, from an aligned place. So it felt good, right? I felt I am creating something here. I am creating the life I want. So every time I got rid of a debt, I got rid of a credit card, I got rid of this, it felt so good and it felt so powerful, right? You're not giving your power away again anymore. You are taking responsibility of your life. And that's when you set the wheels in motion, right? and and you start to opening doors, you start to opening space for other things to come back to you, because that's how you do things. It's like, it's, of course you can always think about your goals, have a successful business, make a shit ton of money from your business, or have that amazing house, going on amazing holidays, etc. Of course, that's like the keeps your motor running, right? It's your desires, and you have those desires for a reason, because they are your truth. They are the guiding system of your life, But when you focus on your everyday, what you have in your everyday, in an everyday basis, and you work with it, you work with that, that's how you change. That's how you change. That's how you evolve. That's how you start changing your mindset. It's and sometimes, because you cannot go from A to Z without going through B, C, D, E, F. You know what I mean? It would be amazing, but that's not how life works. That's, we all have to go to different stages and go do different things. To me now, I am in a very, I'm not exactly there yet, or if you can tell it that way, or where I envision myself everything, but I know I'm going there. I'm creating everything, Getting rid of debts was the first step, and everything started to align after that. It's like the way I see money changed as well. I started to see money as a buddy, as a friend that is here to help me, and to come into my life to help me create the life I want. So as I changed that, more money started to come into my life, because I opened the space for it. I absolutely love money. I absolutely love spending money from an aligned place and have all the things I like. I love it. It's one of the most fun things I do in my life, right? It just feels so good, and I think, and I know that when I spend money or pay things, etc., from that fun place and aligned place, I'm telling the universe, bring me more. I'm having fun, and that's what happens. That's what happens every single time. That's what happens, and you learn to trust as well. You learn to trust this process, which is just amazing. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I'm talking too fast, because when I get excited talking about things and I'm very passionate about this, it just talking too fast. Oh, this is really good. I bought this when I was on holidays. Fun thing to buy, spend money, and it just tastes like coconut. It just makes you want to eat it, because I love coconut, and it's so good because I got a bit of a sunburn, so this really helps a lot. So yeah, guys. So that's what I wanted to say in this video. Is just work with what you've got at this moment. Don't think like, oh, I should be at this time. I should have I don't know. I should be living in that dream house already, or I should have making 10K for my business every month already, etc. And I'm not, so I'm a fraud. I'm failing. Well, no, absolutely not. Don't think that. You are where you are. You are at the right time, at the right place in any given time. So, and just work with what you've got, basically. Even if it feels like small steps or small things, you are doing it. You are changing here. You are changing your mindset. And then when you look back, like, into your life, even now, if you look back like a year ago, you don't even need to go further than 1 year. You can see how different you are, how much you have evolved. So can you imagine like what it's going to be in another year, or 5 years, or 10 years? Can you imagine? Like, it's amazing, and you are creating your future now, today. So that's powerful. That's motherfucking powerful, right? So, and that's the basis of everything. So yeah, guys. So that's what I wanted to say today. It's an amazing day outside. I think I'm gonna go out, maybe for another walk, or get a coffee, something, just to enjoy my day, just enjoying life and having fun. Right? That's all it is. We're here for having fun. Bye. See you soon. Have a great day.